Guys, how's it going? Got your Kripp here tonight. Except it's not tonight. It's the day. Daylight. We are day walkers today. We're gonna do just Bazaar today, and probably for the next few streams we have a new Bazaar season. If you're unfamiliar, and apparently there's quite a few new Bazaar enjoyers as of late. New patches and ladder resets are the first Wednesday of every month, and that's been the case except for 1 month when they launched on Steam. So you can expect that when you are hoping for new content. We got patch notes. Let me change my camera so we can kind of see these together. It is not the smallest of patches, actually. It's actually a pretty big patch today. I have not gone through the changes. I've had to deal with like a million things this morning, and I am absolutely exhausted. So looking forward to some game time. All right, let's see what we got. Titles based on leaderboards, top 1,000. Cool. Updated the rating calculation. Global Ghost Pool. Ooh. That's pretty cool, actually. Pretty cool. My experience is that if I play in the middle of the day, I get mostly noobs, and if I play at like 3 a.m., I get giga tryhards. So now that should be a lot more mellowed out. Day 3 Diamond Monster. Non-tool items have plus crit for each tool that you have. Are they going to tell us what these are? So new stealth items, new jewels, new stealth skills, new jewel skills. Okay. A weak point detector is gold tier on the Burninator. They nerfed the thief, who's really easy already. Foreman is actually really hard. He's the guy who has like the forklift and the crane. When they buffed forklift, he just became super insanely hard. So I think it's actually fitting that he's diamond tier. So basically, diamond tier stuff. Do you get an extra XP? No, you get extra gold. You get extra gold for diamond tier. Only legendary monsters give 1 extra XP. 1 extra XP. Diamond is 4. Then what is the snake on day 1? It's like a silver border. Okay, diamond does give. My mistake. So diamond does give extra XP. Okay. Oh yeah, because the bonk guy is diamond. True, true. Yeah, I was mixing up with the silver. One of the scrap upgraded to silver. That's actually pretty big. Honeycomb. What's honeycomb? Oh, we have new items. Thank you, Sigil. Honeycomb is that Jules item that, if it's heated, slows and otherwise buffs adjacent shields. Okay. Kyber Drone and Kyber Commander. Rogue Scrapper. The Gearnola goes to bronze. Okay, sure. Some bug fixes, I guess. Alright, Butterfly Swords. It got buffed again. It's gotta be good enough now. So Butterfly Swords is, it's an item that goes up in multicast each time you level it. And it looks like that is unchanged. So now it goes up in multicast and the cooldown goes down. At Diamond, it's multicast 4, cooldown 5. That's kind of insane. That's actually kind of insane. 5-second cooldown, multicast 4. That is crazy, yeah. Blunderbuss is ammo 5. Grenade cooldown is 5, which matches up the reload. And axe cooldown is 6. Hate Leech. Is that the one with the... Oh, when you crit poison yourself 1. When you crit charge. Oh, so you can get your crit up much faster. So Diamond Lighter has 1 more burn. It's just like weird that it went from 7 to 8 at Diamond, so I guess that's the case. Port drops in cooldown. Remember, Port charges your ammo items a second. So it's not just like arbitrary, it's actually pretty strong. Scimitar of the Deep, deadly to this has plus 50 crit, sure. Shark Ray at Diamond is better. Vampire Squid starts with much higher damage. Pretty good Vanessa buffs, I would say. Vanessa felt pretty weak. You either played weapons and you did like skill stuff, which is just kind of boring for me. I've just done that too many times. Or you went full burn, and if you didn't do those or high roll something else, which is like 20% of the time, your runs were actually cooked. You're screwed. So that's, you know, it looks like they're fixing that a little bit. Abacus nerfed. Fair enough. Abacus is kind of crazy. People were starting to figure it out. It's still very good. Let's be honest, it's still very good. Atlas Stone, -1 second across the board. Huge? I don't know if it's huge. Atlatl starts at silver. Beast of Burden. The Beast of Burden is basically weapon pants. But its cooldown is nerfed. That's a pretty big nerf. You can't believe they double buffed cargo shorts. The types of items you have. Why is that a double buff? This is a nerf plus buff. Yeah, they swapped them. How is this a double buff? Oh, it counts everything, not just stash? No, it doesn't. Literally just read the old Beast of Burden. This has the types of items you have, and it's this types of items you have. They're flipping them. This will not include your stash. This is not a buff. This is almost always a nerf. This is a big nerf. But this is a big buff. I'm not saying it's nerfed. I don't know. But I'm saying that this is not a double buff. One of these is not a buff. It's a buff plus a nerf. Where it lands, we'll see. Bootstrap starting at gold. That's kind of a pig nerf, honestly. Beehive doesn't really matter. Coin Cure, a little bit better, good. Display case nerfed is pretty strong. Double whammy, slight buff. Hot Stones early game nerf. Kuyas value buff off properties. It doesn't seem like much, and it's a pretty difficult build to play, but I've literally played this build twice last week, and I won 10 both times. So it's not like it was a bad strategy. This is good, actually. This is pretty strong. Piggle's Protector. I'm starting to not use Piggle's Protector that much, so now it'd be even less. Plus damage equal to double the value of your items. Oh, dude, we're gonna regal. We're gonna regalize, guys. This was already pretty good, and now you can just drop a regal in like a value stacking build. Like, I think this is enough to push a regal into late game. Yeah, like regal money tree is crazy, right? Robe Diamond is kind of nuts. Sauna buff. 5-second sauna is really good, actually. Apparel nerfed a little bit. This is good. I mean, it's not good if you're playing pig, but it's good because the pigs that would get sponsored apparel on like day 2 or 3, it would be just almost unbeatable. And now you can actually beat them, right? So like that's pretty fair. Textile starts at gold tier. Ooh. Guys, I think pig got nerfed. I think pig's nerfed. I think Regal Blade is a big buff. I think double whammy is actually quite good. A 10-second double whammy is very competitive. Like, double whammy is one of my favorite items in the entire game. I've played the crap out of it. It was my most played build in Family and Friends before the game came out. I was known as the freeze hammer pig guy in Family and Friends. Yeah. I'd basically play freeze just to like stop hastes and stuff, and then the hammer comes down and one-shots them. So this is a really big buff because I've played a lot of double whammy even like in recent times, and the 12-second double whammy is like just too slow. It's just a little bit too slow. But now if you have double whammy and you get like shield bash, you're good, right? Like diamond shield bash, you effectively just can't lose anymore if you have enough health versus your opponent. And yeah, you guys are not beating Thug anymore. Thug will delete you. Don't even try. You're just gonna hit for like 2,000 now. It's actually kind of wild. Dually Angry Balloon Bot is irrelevant. Balloon Bot is also irrelevant. Battery change is huge. Coolant is now a tool. Rain, higher damage. 3 other items that fit the types. Okay. A bunch of like shiny enchant changes as if we actually get them. Dualtron, it's a slight nerf, but that's a pretty big nerf because Dualtron, while it's very strong, it was always marginal. It was always like, again, it was like barely good enough. Minus 10% damage is pretty rough, actually. Pretty rough. Shields when you use an adjacent item. Enchantments are now when you use a shield item. Holy crap, dude. That's an insane item now. Higher Poison Wasp doesn't matter. Hover Tech doesn't matter. Launchpad starts at gold but has higher burn. This is actually pretty fair. It's a big nerf for it to go from silver to gold. But the main issue with Launchpad is getting its value up. And now it just starts with a higher value. Like Diamond is 6 to 12. That's a lot higher. Kinda weak. Plasma Grenade is going to cooldown 6. Ammo 2. Oh, it doesn't slow all enemy items anymore? I mean, 5 and 6 items is still pretty similar. I mean, 5 and 6 items is still pretty similar, guys. Like, that's not that much of a change. Yeah, it's an early game nerf mostly. Because in early game, you often just play a bunch of small items. Primal Core, a little bit less scaling on silver. Fair enough. Firefly, higher burn value is pretty strong. Rocket Launcher going to 7 is actually pretty strong. Again, pretty marginal item. Thermal Lance has less scaling at silver and gold, but higher at diamond. And okay, sorry, I thought it was the cooldown. Okay. That's kind of a nerf. Because you'd mostly use it at silver or gold to bridge a late game build. Pterodactyl. Meh. Wallace sucks. Doesn't change anything. Welding Torch. Okay. Pretty mixed bag for Dooley. Small buffs, small nerfs, I would say. Dooley's quite strong, though. A lot of the top players are playing Dooley last season. Oh, thank God, they're nerfing Black Rose at Bronze. Bronze Black Rose is, like, unstoppable. Honestly, they're not nerfing it much, because the cooldown's going to 6 seconds. Flying Potion starts at Silver. Okay, that's good. Because you never really use the Bronze one anyway. It's just, like, inflated the Bronze pool. Mirror has a cooldown of 3. I really like Mirror. Mortar has higher scaling. Maybe use it a little bit better. Potion when you buy it, get a catalyst. That's nice. I literally would never buy Potion. Now I actually have a reason to. Venomander is really weak. Looks to be quite good now. Wait, no, that can't be right. It was not 7 before regen at Diamond. I think it was 7. Or was it 4? I think it was 4. I think they have 3, 3, 5, 5, 7, 7. I think the regen was 1, 2, 3, 4. 32 regen at silver? Yo! Sleeper OP. No one's playing Venomander build. Weaselpede. Freeze an item when you slow or poison charges 2 seconds. Interesting. They upped the damage of aerial turret. What? They upped the burn of balloon engine. What? Battle drone is a little bit stronger. What? That's what I was playing anyway. That's literally all I played in Stell. Why would they just buff the 3 things I was already playing? Hang glider, a little bit more damage. Hangar redesign starts at gold and use a vehicle or drone. Reduce the highest cool vehicle or drone. That's a bit of a head scratcher, but I like it. Lightning rod, much higher base damage. That's pretty good, makes it usable. Runabout, security drone, steam hose. Steam hose is a pretty strong item now. Now scales multicast on any item, not just food. That's good. Bono leaves nerf, fine. Basket nerf baseline. That's fair. Basket was really, really crazy baseline. When this is hasted, your regen items get plus 2, 4, 6 regen. Wow. Durian slows 5 items now? Whoa. That's kind of insane. Oh, they changed Honeycomb. Starts at bronze, cooldown 5, regen. Oh, and it just slows flat out. Man, Jules has so much more access to slow, it's insane. Oh, and Pumpkin is becoming the old Honeycomb. Plus 40 shield. Slow items. Yeah, the quest requirements for trail mix are a little bit too high, I agree. Whisk cooldown 5, that's really big. So Whisk is the weapon that loses a cooldown every time it goes off. So the cooldown is 5. So it'll be 5, and then 4, and then 3, 2, 1. So in 15 seconds without haste, it's a 1 cooldown item. That is pretty similar to the power of Aerial Turret. Aerial Turret is about 14 seconds if you have no haste or charge. So that's pretty good, because Aerial Turret is like an actual build on its own. And it's maybe a little bit better than Aerial Turret because there's a lot of scaling on Jules that takes a little bit of time to ramp up. So while you're ramping up the scaling, this is ramping up the cooldown. It's pretty strong. Plus 4 multi on Shiny. Cooldown 6 Singularity. Oh no. Oh my god, dude. Now destroys any size item, 6-second cooldown. What the hell? Dude, what if I get this on a fort? Diamond fort plus Singularity with like a Piggles to charge it. First use deletes your opponent's board. This is a mistake. This is not a good idea. Singularity online. Yeah, Void Golem is gonna destroy you. Arms Dealer can now spawn on Stel. What's Arms Dealer? When you buy a weapon, get health. Burn Containment is now added to Pygmalion. This is the first 5 times you burn, charge a shield. Expert Pilot doesn't really matter. First Flames added to Pygmalion. The first time you use a large item. Burn. Grease Fire is the first few times you use a tool. Burn. Living Flame. The first time you fall below half, your burn item cooldowns are halved. That one's pretty good. That one's pretty good. But these other ones are bad. Okay, let me put it a different way. The other ones are all worse than Conflag. And Pig got Conflag a lot because Pig had very few burn skills. Now Pig no longer has very few burn skills. He got a bunch of crappy ones. But Living Flame is pretty good. But Living Flame is diamond only. So, yeah, Pig's burn pool is a little bit cooked. Primal Rage nerfed. What is Primal Rage? Leftmost weapon is a relic. Okay, Toxic Flame starts silver. Re-enable Toxic Shield the first time you fall below half health shield equal number of times. Yes. War Chef. What is this? Weapons have plus damage for each food that you have. That one's actually pretty good. Wars of Infinity regen, actually pretty good. Okay, what else do we have? We have some of the new items here. Let me see if I can get it in like a clickable. Okay, fine. This is a new Jules item. Adjacent tools have plus damage equal to 5% of your max health. You have max health equal to 3 times your regen. Massive Cleaver on Jules. Deal damage of 15% of your max health when you crit charge. Okay, that one's pretty good. Stand Mixer. When your food is hasted, it gains 5 crit for the fight. Haste adjacent items. Mid. Attachment set. When you use a non-weapon tool, deal 25 damage. When you use a weapon tool, shield 25. That sounds pretty good. Knife Sharpener. Haste another tool for 1 second. When you use an adjacent weapon, it gains 4 damage for the fight. This is bronze, though. It's pretty good. Overall, it looks like Jules is getting some pretty good stuff. The main issue is that Jules' kind of like consistency is going to be lowered because there's more stuff now. So those are the Jules items. And I guess Stel is getting a few items also. I'll be honest though, guys, Stel is the only disappointing thing this patch, because nothing is really changing to a point where I'm like that interested to play it. Stel looks broken. Yeah, so they're literally just buffing the 3 strategies that I used anyway. But I didn't play Stel because she's like I stopped playing Stel in recent times, okay? But I didn't stop playing Stell because she's good or bad. I just stopped playing Stell because she's just kind of the same. And in this patch, they're buffing pretty much all of the early game strategies I was already doing. So yeah, Stell is strong. Possibly Stell is the strongest. Who knows, right? But I'm just like I'm pretty eager to try all the other heroes, but I'm not that eager to try Stell. Maybe we'll do a little bit of Stell.